Hey there, Taos. It's reporter Jesse Moya with a quick sneak peek at this week's Taos News. Tempo is going to jump on a hog and head on up to Red River for the annual Memorial Weekend motorcycle rally. Hundreds of bikers and tons of leather and chrome will be lining Main Street from one end to the other. This year, the event is also featuring concerts by Warrant and Lita Ford. In addition, we're also covering a presentation by former U.S. Border Patrol officer Francisco Cantu, who brings his perspective on current border issues. We also have a review of his latest book on the subject too. All this and more in Tempo. In this week's Taos News, find out how small places can be beautiful and spacious in the Enchanted Homes edition. Have you always wanted to help remud the historic church in Ranchos? Find out how you can help in this week's paper. In addition, the BLM will be leading a series of hikes this summer around the beautiful Rio Grande del Norte monument. Find out all about those and the best places to star watch under super dark skies. Plus, check out the wonderful programs at the Equine Spirit Sanctuary in Taos on Saturday during a free open house. In sports this week, the Taos Tigers track team brought home 15 individual and 3 relay team medals from the state track meet Friday and Saturday, as well as a third place trophy for the Lady Tigers. Congrats to those students. And it finally happened. New Mexico now has a confirmed case of measles. This week, reporter Cody Hooks takes a look at vaccination rates in Taos County, which for several years have been among the lowest in the state for younger students. This could spell trouble as the measles outbreak spreads around the country, and we talk with doctors and public health professionals in Taos about what could happen if a case crops up in our own community. It's graduation season in Taos, and I'm continuing my coverage on local high school ceremonies. This week, we checked out Taos Academy's 9th graduation ceremony, where 28 graduates walked the line. Don't miss Vista Grande's on Friday, as well as Cuesta, Peñasco, and Taos High School graduations this weekend. In crime this week, we continue our investigation into the fire and officer-involved shooting in Angel Fire. State police last week confirmed the identity of the man who was shot by police outside the home after he was allegedly found wielding a knife. Authorities also said the remains of the man's wife were recovered from inside the burning home, but the cause of her death remains under investigation. And in the courts this week, many in the Taos County community were shocked last week when we broke a story about Rose Vargas, the longtime manager at U.S. Bank on Taos Plaza, who was recently indicted for allegedly embezzling money from account holders. We'll have more on that story this week, along with other court news. Well, that about wraps it up for this week. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget to pick up your copy of this week's Taos News.